Hello, everyone, and welcome to Just a Dude podcast. I'm your host, Nathan, coming to you on Friday, March 21st, 2025, with a rundown of the biggest news stories across the United States from the past week. We're covering March 14th through today, and it's been an eventful stretch. From economic policies to natural phenomena, I've got the top 10 stories that made headlines. So settle in, and let's dive into this episode of Just a Dude in the News. First up, we've got President Trump making waves with his tariff agenda again. On March 21st, Yahoo Finance reported on his push for what he's calling Liberation Day on April 2nd, introducing new import duties. This follows a tough week for businesses, with FedEx cutting its 2025 outlook and pointing to Trump's tariff policies as a key factor. Their stock took a notable hit as a result. These tariffs are targeting imported goods, creating uncertainty for industries like manufacturing and logistics. The Federal Reserve has adjusted its projections, now estimating inflation could reach 2.8% by the end of 2025, higher than earlier forecasts. Companies are tightening budgets as they brace for potential cost increases as well. It's a bold move that's keeping everyone on their toes. Tech giant NVIDIA is also preparing for the fallout, especially with Trump threatening 25% tariffs on non-US made chips. This could drive up costs for semiconductor firms, though NVIDIA seems confident in its strategy. The ripple effects are clear. Businesses and markets are recalibrating in real time. It's a high-stakes play with global implications. I see this as a pivotal moment. Trump frames it as an economic liberation, but the immediate pressure on companies and consumers raises questions about the long-term payoff. April 2nd will be a critical date to watch. I'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you make of this tariff push? Let me know. Next, the Federal Reserve made headlines on March 19th by opting to keep interest rates unchanged. CNBC covered the decision, noting that while cuts might come later in 2025, the Fed's taking a wait-and-see approach amid tariff uncertainties. Wall Street responded positively, with stocks climbing after the announcement. Fed Chair Jerome Powell addressed the press that day, projecting a possible drop to 3.75% by year-end of 2025, but emphasizing patience. Consumer sentiment, however, is mixed. Surveys show growing inflation concerns tied to trade policies. Retail spending rose slightly, though not as much as analysts had anticipated. Reuters captured the scene at the New York Stock Exchange on March 19th, where traders tracked Powell's every word. The Fed's latest dot plot leaned hawkish, with more officials doubting cuts next year. It's a cautious stance, likely influenced by the economic turbulence Trump's tariffs could bring. From my perspective, the market's optimism is a bright spot, but the bigger picture feels uncertain. If trade policies keep stirring things up, this stability might not last. It's a fascinating time to watch the economy unfold. What are your predictions? I'm eager to hear from you. On a lighter note, spring officially began this week. CBS News reported on March 20th that the vernal equinox arrived in the northern hemisphere, balancing day and night. It's a welcome shift after winter, and it hit right on March 20th, as usual, signaling brighter days ahead. The equinox occurs when Earth's tilt aligns perfectly with the sun, creating equal daylight and darkness. It's a natural milestone that's got people stepping outside to enjoy the change. After months of cold, this moment feels like a reset for many across the country. Social media lit up with posts about it. Some users shared photos of blooming flowers and longer evenings. The trending sentiment was overwhelmingly positive, offering a break from heavier news. It's a simple reminder of nature's rhythm amid everything else going on. I appreciate these kinds of stories. The equinox brings a fresh energy that's hard to ignore. Maybe it's a sign of good things to come. Are you feeling the spring vibe yet? Let me know how you're marking the season. Here's a standout story. NASA astronauts Butch Wilmore and Suni Williams returned to Earth on March 18th thanks to SpaceX getting them from the International Space Station. But it came with a twist. The State Department briefing on March 19th highlighted their ocean splashdown, where dolphins joined the scene swimming near the capsule. It was an unexpected highlight. After an extended mission in space of 300 total days, their landing was truly a big deal. News outlets on March 19th showcased footage of the dolphins alongside the astronauts' safe return. It's a modern-day moment that blends exploration with nature in a way you don't see every day. Users on X couldn't get enough of it. Clips and comments flooded the platform, with some calling the dolphins the real stars. But we know that those from SpaceX are the stars to bring these astronauts home. After weeks dominated by policy debates, this felt like a win for everyone. Wilmore and Williams deserve the applause. They've definitely earned it. I find stories like this refreshing. Space travel paired with a dolphin escort? That's the kind of thing that sticks with you. What did you think about their homecoming? Let me know. In tech news, NVIDIA made a bold move this week. On March 20th, Reuters reported that CEO Jensen Huang opened the Accelerated Quantum Research Center, or NVAQC, in Boston. Announced at GTC 2025, it's a shift for Huang, who's now embracing quantum computing to boost AI. The launch happened on March 20th, with Huang joined by leaders from Quantinuum and QEra. It's a big bet on quantum tech, but it shook the market. Stocks of rival quantum firms dropped as NVIDIA flexed its muscle. The industry's watching closely to see where this leads. Social media was abuzz with reactions. Some see it as a game changer, others questioned if quantum's ready for prime time. With the lab based in Boston, it could signal a new tech hub emerging. NVIDIA's clearly aiming high, blending quantum with its AI dominance. As your host, I'm intrigued by this one. Quantum computing sounds complex, but if it supercharges AI, it could be huge. Are you buying the hype, or is it too soon to tell? Let's discuss. I'm curious about your thoughts. Switching to sports, the U.S. men's national soccer team faced some changes this week. On March 18th, X posts noted injuries to stars like Antonee Robinson, prompting call-ups for Max Arfstand and Brian Gutierrez ahead of the CONCACAF Nations League finals. It's a curveball for the squad. Robinson's absence is significant. He's a standout at left back. With Johnny Cardoso and Austin Trusty also sidelines, newcomers like Jack McGlynn are stepping in. Fans are split. Some see it as a chance for fresh talent, others worry about the team's depth at a critical time. The finals are approaching fast and the competition's tough. Social media saw plenty of debate, optimism from some, concern from others. It's a pivotal moment for the U.S. men's national soccer team as they aim to hold their own on the regional stage. The stakes are definitely high. I'm rooting for them to pull through. Injuries are rough, but maybe these new players will surprise us. What's your take on the roster shakeup? Share your predictions. I'd love to hear them. Let's keep this conversation going on social media. Let's switch back to politics. President Trump made an unexpected move this week. CBS News reported on March 21st that he rescinded an executive order targeting a law firm after they committed to hiring reforms and funding free legal services. It's a shift from his usual approach. The firm was under scrutiny, details are thin, but their pledge apparently satisfied President Trump. On March 21st, he called off the order, drawing some attention online. Social media users noted it was a rare compromise contrasting with his typically firm stance on policy. It's unclear what sparked the initial conflict, but this resolution suggests a pragmatic side to Trump's strategy. The firm likely dodged a bigger headache, and it's one less issue in a busy week. It's an interesting pivot worth keeping an eye on. I find these twists compelling. Is this a sign of flexibility or just a one-off? I'm curious what you think. Let me know how you're reading this decision from President Trump. In legal news, a 42-year-old named Weiss faced serious charges on March 21st. CBS News reported he's been hit with 14 counts of computer hacking and 10 counts of identity theft. It's a major case that broke just as our week wrapped up. Specifics are limited, but the scale, 24 counts, suggests a significant operation. X had some early chatter with speculation about his motives ranging from profit to espionage. The charges alone make it a story to watch as more details emerge. Cybercrime always feels a bit unsettling. How does someone pull this off undetected? Prosecutors are moving forward, and it'll be interesting to see what comes out of court. It's a reminder of how connected and vulnerable our systems truly are. I'm struck by the timing. It's fresh off the press. Do you think cyber threats are getting worse? I'd love to hear your perspective. Share it with me as this unfolds. Tech took another turn with Samsung this week. On March 19th, they unveiled the Galaxy S25 series, featuring an AI companion, and announced #Galaxy K Day for April 5th at Mirandol Estate. X lit up with excitement over the phone and the event, spotlighting artists like Ziggy4X and Shaza. The S25's AI integration has people talking. What can it do that's new? The April 5th event adds a cultural twist, blending tech with music from talents like E.B. Inglis. It's a smart play to connect with fans beyond just the hardware. Social media trends showed strong buzz. Users are dissecting the phone's features and hyping the lineup. Samsung's leaning into innovation and entertainment, and it's resonating. The countdown to hashtag Galaxy K Day is officially on. I'm impressed by the combo here. Are you eyeing the S25, or are you more an Apple fan? Or are you just excited for their event? Let me know what's catching your attention. I'm all ears. Finally, we've got a celestial event on the horizon. Mashable reported on March 20th that partial solar eclipse will cross the U.S. on March 29th. It won't be total, but it's set to captivate parts of the northern hemisphere. The eclipse hits in just over a week, with visibility depending on location and weather. X posts highlighted the orange loop path, showing where it'll peak at sunrise or sunset. Safety tips are circulating too. Do not skip those glasses. Following the recent lunar eclipse, this feels like a cosmic encore. Millions could witness it, and it's stirring some excitement online. It's a chance to pause and appreciate something bigger than the daily grind. Hosting this podcast, I love ending on a note like this. Are you planning to catch the eclipse? Let me know your thoughts or viewing plans. I'd love to hear about it. Don't forget to share your photos on social media as well. That's our show for today. Your top 10 news stories from March 14th to the 21st, 2025, here on Just a Dude podcast. We've covered tariffs, tech breakthroughs, and a bit of cosmic wonder. Thanks for tuning in. I'd love to hear your reactions, so feel free to reach out on social media or hit us up on our email. Until next time, this is Nathan signing off. Take care and see you soon.